If you need an easy weeknight meal that the whole family will love, you have to try this herb crusted salmon. It's full of lemon, roasted garlic, asiago cheese, and of course some herbs, hopefully from your own garden. We're using basil and parsley for this recipe. This recipe uses a whole salmon fillet, which looks very impressive when you spread it out on the dinner table. So not only would this make a great weeknight meal, but it would also be perfect for a dinner party. The fish cooks in only about 20 minutes and it will come out perfectly tender and delicious. I can't wait for you to try this. This recipe is great because you put a bunch of the ingredients in a blender for the sauce. So you really don't dirty too many dishes throughout this cooking process. First, go ahead and shred half a cup of asiago cheese. I always love to shred my own cheese. I swear it tastes so much better. Next, we are melting 1/4 a cup of unsalted butter. We'll set that to the side until we're ready to dump everything into the blender. Alright, so for this process, super easy. All you do is you dump the cheese and the butter that we have already prepped, and then to the blender we're also adding 1/4 cup of mayonnaise along with a couple spices, half a teaspoon of Morton kosher salt, half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. This is the star of the show. This is roasted garlic. You can make your own or you can buy it in a jar. We're using 1 bulb or about 2 tablespoons. And then squeeze the juice of 1 lemon into your blender. Freshly squeezed citrus is always better, so if possible, squeeze it by hand. Then add in half a teaspoon of onion powder. And finally, we're adding in some fresh herbs. You'll want about half a cup of loosely packed fresh parsley. I just destem it and kind of shove it in to estimate half a cup. No big deal if you add a little bit more than that. And then half a cup of loosely packed fresh basil. Again, you can pick it off of the stems. These fresh herbs pack such a punch in this sauce, it really makes it. And I love using up the herbs in my garden for this recipe, so if you have a lot of herbs fresh out of your garden, this is the perfect recipe for you. Now that it's all in the blender container, go ahead and blend it up until it's smooth. It takes a little bit of time and you might have to scrape down the sides, but allow that to blend together until all of the herbs have been minced up and a nice cohesive sauce has formed. It should be thick and creamy once you're done blending it all up. Now grab your salmon fillet. It should be around 2 pounds and remove it from the packaging. You'll add the fillet to a sheet pan. Make sure that the sheet pan is covered with some parchment paper. This will ensure that nothing sticks and makes cleanup a breeze. Place the salmon fillet on the parchment paper and then pat it dry. Then add your mixture on top of the fish. Be sure not to get the herb sauce on the parchment paper or too close to the pan, otherwise it can burn while baking. Place the salmon into a preheated 425 degrees Fahrenheit oven. Allow the salmon to cook for 20 to 25 minutes until the internal temperature reaches around 135 degrees Fahrenheit on the thickest part of the salmon. I usually then allow the salmon to rest for another 10 minutes until the temperature rises to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the safe temperature to eat fish. Then you're going to garnish the fish with some additional lemon and enjoy.